A very good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you will watch this video. So today in this video we will discuss about classifying. So meaning of classifying is what, how you can perform the classification, and with one example also we will understand the meaning of classifying. So I hope you are ready with your pen and paper. So without wasting much time, let us start this video. So over here we'll study the meaning of classifying. In the previous videos we have discussed about the describing meaning, defining meaning. Such a way we will understand the meaning of classifying. Now classifying means what? That whenever you are writing any document or any letter or any essay or any paragraph, at that time if you want to create the effective documentation or if you want to write an essay very effectively, at that time classification of different things are very much important. So you have to select such type of classification which are suitable for the given thing. So supposing in the examination the short note on classifying is asked to you, then how you can write, that we will discuss. So first we can write like that classifying means sorting things into categories. That means if supposing lots of things are there, so that lots of things you will sort in different categories. Like as for example, if I want to say, supposing on your desk so many files are there, and among them some files are based on important actions, some files are based on given to others, some files are useless. So what you will do, so first of all the files which are present on your desk, you will divide into different categories. Supposing among 10 files, 5 files you will keep aside, saying that file is based on important actions. On another 3 files you will classify, you will separate, saying that these files are useless, and remaining 2 files you will say that this file you should provide to another person, so that work will be in progress. So that is the meaning of classifying, or you can say shortening of things or groups. That is, in different groups you will classify your files. Next is in composition. In composition means what? In your document, classification is a method of paragraph or essay development in which a writer arranges people, object or ideas with respective categories or into classes or into groups. So same thing, that in the composition means what? In your document, supposing your document is based on essay, if it is based on you can say paragraph, then important thing is what? Classifying the things and putting in a proper groups. Next is what? It is necessary to make sure that chosen category should be suitable in each individual group. So same example of 5 we will take, that supposing 5 files are based on important action. So you will classify one thing, that important action file, then useless file, and another is files which are given to others. So whatever classifications you are doing, that classification is very much important, which will suit to particular person or to particular things. Next is what? That 4 steps to effective classifications are there, that how you can do the effective classifications. For that 4 steps are written. First step is what? Sorting things into useful categories. Next is make sure all categories follow a single organizing principle. Single organizing principle means what? That one file is based on what? Important action. Another file is based on useless. Another file is based on given to other person. So common principle is there. That is the principle of files only, not another things. Next is give examples that fit into each categories. That means whatever categories you have located, in that category you should give certain examples which will justify your classification. Now last is finding categories. Finding categories means what? To classify the things in logical way. Find proper categories in which one can put fit. So whatever classification is there, that must be based on logical thing, and in that classification whatever things you are putting inside of that should be logical. How it should be logical, how you can classify the things, that we will discuss by taking one example. Now I will classify one topic so that picture will be clear to you, that how you should select the principal classification, how whatever things that you are keeping in the classified things which will suit for each and every individuals. So over here example is there and topic is classification of sounds. Now as you know, total 3 classifications are there. First one is known as oral and nasal, next is voiced and unvoiced, and vowels and consonants. So these are the 3 classifications. And after that we will write for oral sound. Oral sound means what? When a stream is released from your mouth, then it is known as oral sound. For that purpose examples are there like a, ka. So this type of things, sounds are there, that sounds we can produce when air is released from our mouth. Now next is nasal sound. Nasal sound means what? Air is released from the nose. So when air is released from the nose, so at that time whatever sound is produced, that is known as nasal sound. And examples are there like So this type of sounds are nasal sounds. Why? Because air is released from your nose and then you are producing the sound. Now next is voiced sound. Voiced sound means what? That vocal cords are vibrated when you will produce the voiced sound. Examples are b, d, So this type of sound when you will produce, at that time if you will touch your finger on your Adam's apple, at that time you can feel the vibration. So that is why such sounds which will vibrate your vocal cords, then it is known as voiced sound. And opposite of that, unvoiced sound means what? That vocal cords do not vibrate. So that is known as unvoiced sound, which are that is your So this type of sounds if you will produce from your mouth and if you will keep your finger on your Adam's apple, at that time you may not feel the vibrations. So that is why this type of sound is known as unvoiced sound. Now last classification is vowels and consonants. So as you know, in the English total 20 vowel sounds are there and 24 consonants sounds are there. Then next what you can write, that all vowels are oral and voiced. And for consonant, what you can say, that among consonants only 3 are nasal, which are So 3 sounds are nasal among the consonants and several consonants are oral and unvoiced. So in this way you can perform the classification. So that is all about the completion of topic, which is classifying. Now I would like to end this video. Once again we will meet in a new video with a new topic. So till then, read hard, work hard. Thank you very much.